Hello, 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 and welcome. Happy Monday, everybody. It is the first Monday of August. It is August 5th, 2024. Very excited to be here with you today. For those of you who do not know what you're watching, this is whole. This is yeah, sure. Joanne's Healing Within. I'm your host, Joanne Angel Barry Cologne. I am the founder of Holistic Fitness and Why. I am your holistic integrated teacher, Reiki master, medical astrologer, master of numerology, card creator, card reader. I'm very excited to be here with you. I do serve and help women over 40, helping them to get strong and reminding them that weights are their friend. So before we dive into anything, I want to remind you to go ahead and share out the show. So hit that little share button, share it to your group, and invite your friends to come watch. I see that I have Anne here with me already. And to begin by introducing my partners that do help make this show work week after or month after month after month. So we're going to start off, and there is a little video flyer that's going to pop up on the screen. We're going to start off with Joe Mockman. He's our personal development trainer. Then we have Kitty Bouderay Foss, who's our storyteller of astrology, reader of the stars. And then we have Linda Deveris. She's one of our TV hosts from Strong Out on Television. She's an author and also a Reiki master. So I want to thank them so much for being able to support me and help this show run month after month after month. So how are we all doing? Happy August to everybody. I love Mondays. Why do I love Mondays? Mondays are ruled by the moon's energy. And if you know anything about the moon's energy, the moon rotates every 2.5 days. So every 2.5 days, we get permission. And I'm going to say that again. We get permission to act the fool. What do I mean by that? Well, right now, the moon happens to be in Virgo. Earlier this morning, the moon was in Leo. So literally within the same time frame, within the same day, hours within the day, the moon has shifted from a fire sign into an earth sign. So you may be feeling a little crazy right about now because of that shift. Rightfully so. So you have the right, this is your invitation to pay attention to how you're feeling about the moon's energy. And if you are feeling a little out of sorts or overwhelmed or excited or feeling like that fire is being lit up in you, or a little bit more grounded, rightfully so. So I want to give you some insight based on today's energy, besides the fact that it is Monday, and that Mondays are ruled by the moon's energy. Today, or should I say yesterday, we had this magnificent energy, new moon in Leo energy. New moons are all about the opportunity to create something new, to activate a new idea, a new way of doing things, and just letting go of things that no longer serve you. In addition, today, we also have Mercury that has gone full-fledged retrograde, has joined the other planets such as Saturn, Neptune, Pluto, and an asteroid, Chiron, all in retrograde at this point in time. And if you're wondering what retrograde actually means, just means that the planet's energy sort of slows down to give us a chance to review, reflect, revisit, recharge, reboot, and even perhaps release what no longer serves us based on that energy of that planet. And Mercury is known for communication, traveling, technology, learning and listening, teaching as well. So wherever you have Mercury on your natal chart, pay attention to that placement because that's going to get highlighted during this retrograde cycle, helping you to, again, recharge, reboot, and possibly release something that no longer serves. Pay close attention to the things you're listening to, the things you are watching, because that's all that Mercury energy. Mercury is the ruler of Gemini. So when we think about Gemini's energy, Gemini is all about the experience. How are you experiencing whatever it is that's going on in your life? So with that being said, when we think about today's title, today is all about wellness care or health care. And you're probably wondering, like, how the hell does that title fit into the conversation of our planets? Well, in just a little while, I'm going to give you full detail to how that plays a role with our astrological makeup and what specific houses you can look at on your chart to be able to define whether or not you are focused on your wellness care or if you are more in your health care and the difference between the two. And before I do dive into all of that, let me pull a card. And before I do pull a card, I just want you to know some dates with this Mercury retrograde. This is a very interesting Mercury retrograde because, again, it starts in Virgo, which is about your routine, it's about organizing, it's about decluttering. And when we talk about Virgo, it's also about your physical body. So that's going to play a huge role in today's conversation, your physical body. Now, Mercury will stay in Virgo until August 14th, and then it's going to do a backspin into Leo. Now, Leo is all about change and freedom and unpredictability and adventure and fun and playfulness. So Mercury will spin back into Leo until August 28th. So we're going to get to experience the Virgo Earth energy, moving back into Leo fire energy. So this is definitely a time to really focus on what is it you want to get done, what do you want to organize, and what do you want to do to review your routine. So all that being said, let's see what card we need to work on for today. That's going to set things into momentum, helping us to really work on that one chakra. And our card for today, perfect card. And you all saw me shuffling the deck. Change. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Change. And change is a big, big theme for this cycle that we're in, the season that we are in with these retrogrades. We are changing. Something is changing, whether it's an unconscious change or you are very much aware of changes. And if for whatever the reasons are, you are not changing because you're afraid or you're just not willing to take the leap of faith to do something different, then you're going to feel a little stagnant and you're going to feel really uncomfortable during this retrograde season, especially during this Mercury retrograde season because of the flip-flop that's going to be taking place. When we talk about the number 5, 5 is about that Leo energy, the change, the courageousness. You need to be courageous during this retrograde so you can move into a transformation. The chakra here to work on would be the throat chakra. It's turquoise. This is an opportunity for you to work on your throat, placing whatever it is you want to place on your throat. You can use a crystal. You can just get a beautiful little string and loosely put it on your neck, just as a reminder that this is what you want to work on during the cycle, during the season, to help you bring your voice out, to allow your roar to be heard, to allow yourself to express and be in that space of what needs to be changed and what do you need to say? What is your story? What is your message? And changing the routine that you have going on for yourself so you can put yourself on the top of your schedule, so you can become more of a priority. So you fall into that category of your wellness care versus the health care. So with all that being said, again, that's our card we're working on for today. I want you to see that number 5. Freedom and change, and very much associated with our Leo energy. And what we're going to do now, there's a little flyer with my information on that you can definitely scan the QR code. And my email address is now on that flyer. So if you're not able to scan the code, you could definitely just email questions. If you wish to get a self-growth discovery session or reading or anything else, you can email healingwithin76@gmail.com. We'll take a quick commercial break, and when I get back, we're going to dive into this topic for today because there's so much to cover. Please grab your water, notebook, and a pen so you can jot down some notes. I'll be right back. Did you know that retrograde season is a great time to review your health, fitness, wellness, and nutritional goals? Hello, I'm Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, the founder of Holistic Fitness located in Queens. I help women over 40 get strong and remind them that weights are their friend. I'm a certified and licensed holistic personal trainer and have been in the health, fitness, and wellness industry for 40 plus years.
In the last 15 years, I have implemented many healing modalities into my practice. What does this mean for you? It means you're getting a revolutionized health, fitness, wellness, and nutritional prescription plan with you in mind. I'm a Reiki master, medical astrologer, master of numerology, card creator, and card reader. For more information, email healingwithin76@gmail.com. I do look forward to helping you revolutionize your health, fitness, wellness, and nutritional goals.
Hello and welcome back to Joanne's Healing Within. I'm your host, Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, and I'm super excited to be here with you this evening. For all of you who are here, if you're just tuning in, please do me a favor and share out the show for this evening. Spread the word that I am here. And want to remind you that you are a spiritual being having multiple human experiences. And with that being said, do note that anything we chat about this evening is based on a non-conventional approach, as it's all about the revolutionizing your health, fitness, nutrition, and wellness prescription plan. Everything that is being shared this evening is being shared from an intuitive point of view, from spirit, as well as spirit has guided me to come here and share this information with you to how shall we say, awaken you and bring more awareness to the fact that there's so many different ways to approach all different things going on with you, your body, your physical mind, your emotions, and of course your spirit. And we talk on the subject matter of your wellness care or health care. I want to bring to the table your astrological makeup. What is your astrological makeup? Your astrological makeup is exactly that. It's about astrology. It's about learning and understanding all the house placements and the different signs and planets that play a huge role in your energy field. As I mentioned earlier in the first part of the show, today's card that showed up is about change. And that's exactly what's going to take place this evening. A lot of what I'm going to be sharing with you this evening, my goal and mission is to hope that something tonight shifts your perspective, shifts your mindset to help you change the way you see things, the way you think about things, the way you do things. So this way here, you can move more into your freedom and not be so programmed and conditioned to believe things that we've been programmed and conditioned to believe for almost 100 years when it comes to health, when it comes to fitness, when it comes to nutrition, and of course your wellness. So as we speak on that topic for tonight, this is all about embracing the possibility of there's a different way of doing things, and that we do not need to just stay focused on all the things we've been taught over the years. I know for me, being in the health, fitness, wellness, and nutritional field for 40 plus years, and having so many healing modalities that I get to blend into my practice, it would be sinful of me not to bring this to the table and share this magic. I like to call it magic, for you to help you revolutionize what it is you are doing. So you don't work with the cookie cutter approach or the approach that most trainers are working with, which unfortunately doesn't seem to get many people a lot of results. I've been doing what I'm doing for many years and have been helping many women like yourself and some men make some terrific changes, not just with their physical body, but with their mindset as well. Because I truly believe that everything does start from the mind. And when you can start shifting your mindset to seeing and experiencing things in a different way, it becomes a life-changing event for you. So I want to bring to your awareness, as I said earlier, we have many planets in retrograde right now. To name them, if in case you missed it earlier, we have Saturn, which is the planet of structure and discipline, which is in Pisces. We have Neptune, which is about your higher consciousness, your spiritual evolution, which is also in Pisces. We have Pluto, which is about your major transformation, which is in Aquarius. We also have Mercury as of today, which is in Virgo, starting in Virgo and then going to backspin into Leo. So we think about these retrogrades, and of course we have Chiron, the wounded healer, in Aries, which is about your I am statement. And I truly believe when we talk about Chiron, the wounded healer, that plays a huge role in the journey we are on, because we're here to work through whatever wounds we have going on from our younger years and even maybe past life experiences as well. So we think about this powerful energy that we have going on with this approach. I'd like you to pay attention to some placements on your chart. Now, whether you are aware of your chart or not doesn't really matter. I just want you to pay attention and write this information down. And you can always go back later and take a peek at your natal chart, or be curious enough to want to learn about your natal chart, and that gives you an invitation to reach out to me. So when we talk about a planet that I did not mention just yet, which is Jupiter, the planet of expansion. Not only does Jupiter expand everything you touch, such as your money, your relationships, your career, travels, and et cetera, and depending on where it is on your chart, as Jupiter is in Gemini energy, again, Gemini is a really big player here because it's about your experience. So when we think about Jupiter, the expansion, we're also going to think about Jupiter expanding your waistline. And yes, I did say your waistline. So, should you have Jupiter in any of the following placements, and these placements are your sixth house, second house, seventh house, and you have water signs, such as in your ascending and your moon sign, and water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Excuse me. These energies are extremely big for you because this is going to be amplified in regards to how you hold your weight. Now, I like to believe that when we talk about body weight, it's not about losing the body weight. It's really about recomposing your body weight. And it's also understanding that when you are putting on weight, it's a season, and there's a reason why we're putting on weight during that season. It could be about grounding, it could be about slowing you down, and it could be about just having more patience in the journey that you're on at this time. So we think about that Jupiter energy, again, just to reiterate those specific placements that you want to look at to see if you have Jupiter in. We're looking at the sixth house, we're looking at the second house, the seventh house, and if you have Jupiter in any of the three water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and if you have those three water signs in either your ascending or moon sign, you're more likely to see this expansion occurring in your waistline. And I speak about the waistline, but it's just over. It doesn't necessarily have to be just the waistline. It's just extra weight that may show up in your body because of the season that you were in. Not to get concerned about it, not to be worried about having to go on a quote-unquote diet, but just to be aware that there's a reason why that is showing up for you. Then I also want to bring to the table Saturn and Capricorn. Now we speak about Saturn, which I spoke on earlier. Saturn is in retrograde, and it's about your structure and your foundation. So your structure and your foundation, think about your physical body. When I said earlier, my introduction, your physical body is going to play a huge role as we move forward with all of these retrogrades. It's really important to pay attention to your physical body and the messages that your physical body may show up with. Become aware of whatever's happening in your physical body. Are you feeling what I like to call ascension symptoms occurring in your physical body? There's a message there for you. It's really important to become more aware of this concept. So this way here, you can begin the process of learning to heal whatever it is that's going on from the message that shows up in your body. So understanding that Saturn being retrograde in Pisces is giving you an opportunity to assist and define and review your own body, as opposed to the conventional way of finding out if there is something quote unquote wrong. As humans, we tend to use the word wrong with us. Is there something wrong? Am I sick? However, we're going to let go of those words, and we're just going to go into the fact that your body is just trying to tell you something to bring you back into balance, because that's what this is all about. During this Mercury retrograde season, we have an opportunity to learn to experience, connect, become more in tune with our physical body, and use our physical body as the gateway of learning how to heal from within, as opposed to healing and using things on the outside to help you heal. I also spoke about Capricorn. When we think about Capricorn, Saturn rules Capricorn energy. Capricorn, again, is about the work you're here to do. Many of us know Capricorn as the zodiac sign of the hardest worker, those who are disciplined and determined to get things done. So it is about the work that you're here to do based on that connection with your physical body. One of the things that we sort of came away from is the connection that we do have with our physical body, because we've become so programmed to do things fast. We're always on the go. We eat fast food, we eat on the go, and we sort of forget the connection that we have with our physical body because we're always on the go. So I want you to keep this in mind about how these placements on your natal chart, your astrology makeup, how they play a role in helping you come back into that revolutionizing way of going about taking care of your wellness care or your health care. You get to decide which way is going to be best for you. Do you want to go through the system and constantly work on the conventional way of your health care? Or do you really want to become more well into your wellness care, and taking better care of your physical body? Not just your physical body, but your mental state and your emotional state. Because the three play a big role. I truly believe that when we have something going on in our life on an emotional level, and we're not addressing it, we're not allowing ourselves to speak about it or share it with somebody, we sort of push it down. And then it weighs on our mindset. It makes us worry, it makes us anxious. It creates a lot of excess energy in our body that we don't necessarily need. And then over time, it's going to show up in the physical body as perhaps inflammation and pain. Because when we have inflammation, we have pain. So it's just our body's way, again, to bring us back to balance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you on that note for just this moment. We are going to take a quick commercial break. And when I come back, we'll share more about the houses and what each house represents to give you a better understanding of the house placements and how they play a role and how you can use these house placements to help you better establish your physical body and the connection that you do have with your astrological makeup. There's a chart, a graphic that has all my information on there. There you go. Scan the QR code or email if you have any questions. If you wish to schedule yourself a self-growth discovery session, feel free to do so. I actually advise you to do that, because this way here gets you an opportunity to have a conversation with me and discover who you are from a soul level, because I truly do believe our astrological makeup is really about who we are from a soul level. And to discover and to work on the root causes of anything is about getting to the soul point of it all. So let's take that commercial break and I'll be right back.
Hey, this is Joe Monkman, and I am a personal development trainer. And that means that I help people step into their leadership roles, take their place as a visionary, really understand their own mastery in the world so that they can really find their place at the buffet of life. And if you want to know more, you can find me on my Facebook page at Joe Monkman and joemonkman@gmail.com.
Hi everyone, Kitty Buda Foss, the storytelling astrologer, reader of the stars, and I'd like to invite you to join me on Intuition of the Soul on Facebook, a free private Facebook group where I post a daily energy reading all about how you can navigate your day. Also reach out at intuitionofthesoul11@gmail.com if you want a personalized reading to find out about how your circuitry works. Namaste.
Hello everyone, my name is Linda Davidas. I am the owner and founder of HealingsOnTheGo.com. Psychic clairvoyant medium, certified healer, Reiki healer, dolphin healer, professional space clearer, candle manifestation channeling. I am an author of my own book, My Journey from Darkness to the Light. I also do past life regression. I offer a lot of services, so check me out at HealingsOnTheGo.com and check out my service page. See you there.
Hello and welcome back to Joanne's Healing Within. I'm your host, Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, If you are just tuning in, take a moment to share this out to all your friends. Let them know that I am here. For those of you who've been watching from the very beginning, feel free to leave some comments. Let me know if you have any questions, because I am watching and I can definitely see questions if they show up, and I'll be more than happy to answering them. Remember that I will answer questions as the show is live. If you actually watch this on the replay and you decide to ask a question, you're probably better off emailing that question as opposed to leaving it in the comments, and then at that point I can get back to you. And if you've missed any episodes, know that you can always go back and watch all the episodes. You can do a marathon if you want. You can watch on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Twitch TV. You can also go and listen to it on iHeartRadio, Audible, Spotify, and so many other platforms as well. So let's get into this, because there's a lot to cover, and I know you're sitting at the edge of your chair, curious to know, especially for those of you who do carry this Gemini energy, because again, Mercury is the ruler of Gemini. So Gemini is a huge player right now because Mercury is the ruler of Gemini. In addition to Gemini being a huge player, let's not forget that we do have this retrograde going on between Virgo and Leo. So this back and forth between the two. I want to zoom in a little bit about Virgo for just a moment. So when we think about Virgo energy, which is an earth sign, Virgo is associated with our routine. It's about how we organize things or not organize things. Because interesting fact, just because you may have your sun, moon, or ascending in Virgo does not necessarily mean you are that great organizer. Doesn't necessarily mean that you are constantly cleaning things. It may mean the opposite. One of the things I've come to learn about Virgo. So it's so important to pay attention to your whole astrological makeup, not just zooming in on just your sun, moon, or ascending, because that's not going to really define who you really are. There could be some underlying, we'll use the word conditions, that may be the cause why you may not be as organized as you may want to be, based on whatever the underlying conditions are. So going back to Virgo, when we think about Virgo, it's about your routine. And that's a big part of this retrograde that we have going, giving you an opportunity to review your routine. Look at your schedule. What's on your schedule? What keeps you going throughout your day? What has you busy throughout your day? And perhaps what has you away from taking care of you throughout your day? One of the things that I know as a fact, as a trainer working with many people in the course of my day, week, and month, the one thing I often hear, especially during a self-growth discovery session, is the conflict with one's schedule and not being able to get themselves on their schedule to get their routine on track. And with Mercury being in retrograde in Virgo, this may be a time where you might be reviewing that schedule and starting to take things off that schedule so you can have more time to take care of your wellness. Because that's really the big part here. We can look at it as wellness, or we can look at it as health. Regardless of the factor, it's the care that you need to take care of for yourself so you can be well, so you can be healthy, so you can be a strong version of yourself. It's really important to get yourself on your schedule. Now, I know that many of you work long hours. By the time you get home, you have housely duties to take care of, and then by the time you're done with that, you're just really too darn tired to take care of you. That needs to change. That really needs to change, because again, no matter what your age is right now, over time, not taking care of you is going to catch up to you, where something could happen in the course of your days, and you may end up with some sort of injury or even worse, illness that throws you off track, and everything goes downhill from there. So this Mercury retrograde in Virgo is helping you to revisit your schedule and paying attention to where you are on your schedule. From the time you wake up to the time you go to bed, I'm sure you have at least 10 minutes a day to take care of you, to move your body, to plan out your meals. From the time you wake to maybe an hour or two before you go to bed, planning out those meals, that you're getting ample amount of meals throughout your day, so you're fueling and even possibly feeding your body. This is important. Making sure you're planning out your hydration, getting the water in as you need it. Not when you want it, but you need it. It's a matter of you need to sip, you need to drink to keep your body hydrated. Again, this is all about being aware to your wellness plan, to taking care of you. And that's what this Virgo Mercury retrograde is really going to highlight for you. Now, of course, depending on where you have Virgo on your chart and where you have Mercury on your chart, that's going to be like the highlighters for you. But I'm almost guaranteeing that you're going to be thinking about your routine. What does that routine look like, and are you on your routine? Now, once Mercury backspins into Leo by the 14th of August through the end of the month, there's where the changes you may start to implement if you don't begin to implement them while we're in that Virgo energy. So I want you to really pay attention to that. And I want you to really look at your schedule. I don't want you to take for granted or think, oh, well, I take care of myself. I'm okay. I don't have to really do any more. Yes, you do. We all do. We all need to put more effort into being healthy and stop relying on our health care. Stop relying on, I don't want to point things out, but stop relying on taking over-the-counter medicine to make yourself feel better, or medication for that matter. It really is important to become more aware of your wellness and what does that look like for you. And during this retrograde season, that's going to be a highlight for you because it plays a big role on your physical body, and your physical body is your teacher. So as mentioned, I want to bring to your awareness the house placements in regards to what they actually mean for you. So we're going to start off with the sixth house. Now, when we speak about the sixth house, we speak about the connection that it has with Virgo, because the sixth house is associated with Virgo's energy. So it is about your health. It's about your routine. It's about your body system. So if you have any planet sitting in your sixth house, and it doesn't matter what sign it's in, theoretically speaking, know that those planets there may very well start to jolt things around where you may end up having to be really focused on taking better care of your body. Because your sixth house is about taking care of your body. It's about being a healthier, stronger version of you. Now, if you have no planets in your sixth house, like I do, I have absolutely no planets in my sixth house. However, I do have Capricorn sitting in my sixth house, which is about the work that I'm here to do on my body to make sure my body stays healthy so I can pay attention to the intuition that comes through, so then I can be here to help you revolutionize your health, fitness, nutrition, and wellness plans. So even though you may not have any plans in the sixth house, there's still work to be done in your sixth house. It is about your health and fitness. It's about your body. It's about illness, and it's your nervous system. So you want to get all that into alignment. And it's great that if you go and get your yearly checkups and you get the bill of health that everything is perfect and you feel like, okay, I don't have anything more to do. No, you still have more to do. You still have more to do because you want to continue to stay healthy. And understand that when we talk about the health industry, when you're getting that bill of health that everything's okay, they have you right on the borderline of things. So everything's not really okay. And you're going to know that. You're going to know how you feel in your body. If you have a challenging time getting out of your chair, or you have a challenging time walking, or you have a challenging time lifting things, or you have chronic back pain, you know that everything's not okay. So it's really important to start taking care of yourself and not relying on that yearly physical that you go to get the blood work done for your doctor to say, you're in great shape. No worries. Continue doing what you're doing. There's so much more to you than that blood work. And it's really important that you start paying attention to what's really showing up with your body. So that's the sixth house energy. So let's talk a little bit about the second house energy. And I know I'm going out of sequence in reference to the numbers. No worries. There's no order. So we talk about the second house. The second house is associated with Taurus energy. It's about your physical and material possessions, and it's also about how you value your physical body. How well do you value your body? How well do you respect your body? What do you do to take care of your body? Have you always been health conscious? Or did a health crisis occur that made you become more health conscious? So that's your second house. So do you have planets in your second house? Because if you have planets there, again, note that those planets may very well cause things to take place there. Now you may be asking yourself, well, what planets should I be looking for in these placements? And the answer to that, you and I would need to have a conversation to go be very specific to the planets that are there, as opposed to me shooting out all different planets, because the reality of it all is there's many. Again, if you have Jupiter sitting in your sixth or your second house, that right off the bat is going to let you know there's an expansion. There's weight that may very well show up. So you want to pay attention to that. And I said earlier, if you happen to have your ascending or moon sign in any of the water signs, that's Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, know that that's a big deal. And if they're sitting in your second or sixth house, that's a big deal. Because again, there's energy there that you need to pay attention to. And I want to bring one more house into the conversation before we take another break, and that house is the seventh house. So we talk about the seventh house. The seventh house is ruled by Libra energy. And Libra is about balance and harmony. It's the contract that you signed up for in regards to if you happen to carry extra weight, you have a contract with that weight. So it's not so much about, well, I'm going to restrict my calories, or the term may be calorie deficit, so I can quote unquote lose the weight. It's really understanding the contract you have with that body weight and getting to the point of understanding what it is you needed or what it is you called in the weight for. Now remember, when we think about weight, body weight, obesity, it's a psychological wall that we have built to protect us from something or someone. So going on a calorie deficit or restricting yourself from carbohydrates and fat, is it going to be the thing that's going to help you release that weight permanently? Because you've called in that weight for a reason, to protect you from something. So again, this is about going to the root cause, to whatever it is that you called in that weight for, that you have a contract with. Think about the word contract. It's an agreement that you created with body weight and yourself for whatever the reason is. And the only way I can help you define what that reason is by having a self-growth discovery, so you and I can get to the root cause to whatever it is that weight is associated with. I'm going to leave you with one more thing before we take that break. When we talk about the second house, which is related to Taurus, and we talk about the seventh house, which is related to Libra, make note that Taurus and Libra are ruled by Venus energy. When we come back on the next segment, I'm going to talk to you more about Venus energy and what's going on there. So again, let's bring up that flyer with my QR code. There it goes. My email is right there, healingwithin76@gmail.com. Questions, self-growth discovery readings, or more, feel free to email or scan that code. And I'll be right back with more to come with Venus energy. Let's take that.
Hi everyone, Kitty Beauty Foss, the storytelling astrologer, reader of the stars, and I'd like to invite you to join me on Intuition of the Soul on Facebook, a free private Facebook group where I post a daily energy reading all about how you can navigate your day. Also reach out at intuitionofthesoul11@gmail.com if you want a personalized reading to find out about how your circuitry works. Namaste.
Hello everyone, my name is Linda DeVitas. I am the owner and founder of HealingsOnTheGo.com. Psychic clairvoyant medium, certified healer, Reiki healer, dolphin healer, professional space clearer, candle manifestation channeling. I am an author of my own book, My Journey from Darkness to the Light. I also do past life regression. I offer a lot of services, so check me out at HealingsOnTheGo.com and check out my service page. See you there.
Hey, this is Joe Monkman, and I am a personal development trainer. And that means that I help people step into their leadership roles, take their place as a visionary, really understand their own mastery in the world so that they can really find their place at the buffet of life. And if you want to know more, you can find me on my Facebook page at Joe Monkman and joemonkman@gmail.com.
Hello and welcome back to Joanne's Healing Within. You are watching Joanne's Healing Within, and I'm your host, Joanne Barry Cologne. Remember that Mercury is in retrograde, so yes, sometimes I will end up repeating myself because I too get a little caught up with these retrogrades. So thank you for your patience. Anyway, you are watching Joanne's Healing Within, and I'm super excited to be here with you. If you are just tuning in right now, please hang in there with me till the end and then come back later and watch on the replay. You can watch on the replay on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Twitch TV, YouTube, Twitter. And if you want to listen, you can listen on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Audible, and that's just to name a few. Anyway, as I left off in the previous segment, I wanted to talk to you about Venus energy. Why Venus? Because the two house placements I just spoke about, the second house and seventh house. The second house is associated with Taurus, which is about your physical body. Seventh house is about bringing more harmony and balance into your physical body. And the contract that you did create with your physical body. And if you happen to be carrying extra weight, there's a reason why. So when we speak about Venus energy, make note that as of August 4th, which was just yesterday, Venus has entered Virgo energy. So remember, there's a big play going on here between Virgo and Gemini. Now we talk about Virgo and Gemini, both of those signs are ruled by Mercury's energy. And Venus will be in Virgo right in through August 29th. So when we think about this energy of Venus, Venus is about beauty, love, values, your physical body, your relationships, and of course money. And I bring money to the table because money plays a big part in regards to your wellness care and your health care. It plays a big part in how you value your body. Are you valuing your body enough that you are willing to invest in your physical body to get the best for your physical body? And that may very well look like hiring a holistic integrated teacher like me. And the reason why I say it like that is rather than having to hire a personal trainer, a nutrition coach, a Reiki master, an astrologer, a therapist, that's 5 different people you have to hire, where you can get all of those services right here. Right here, yes. And it really all depends on how you value your physical body. Are you willing to invest in your physical body so you can take care of your wellness care? That you can be on top of your wellness and not be dependent on your health care. I know so many people that have jobs, 9-to-5 jobs, just because of their health care. They literally have jobs because they have really good health care, because they need their health care for whatever their reasons. Some could be about they have medication they need to take and their medication is really expensive, and that's why they have the job that they have. Now, when you get to the root cause of things and you move into this non-conventional way and you revolutionize your health, fitness, nutrition, and wellness prescription plan, you can move out of that mindset of thinking that you have to have a 9-to-5 job, or for those of you who have retired and you're working on your health care, it's not about health care. We need to move away from the healthcare process and really start taking care of our physical body. That the only reason why you really need to go see your physician is because of your yearly checkup. If for that matter, where indirectly you can literally check in on your own body. Now maybe there's something else going on and that maybe you do need to check in with your primary care physician or a specialist. But the more you do become attuned and connected to your physical body, and the more you take your wellness into your own hands, the less likelihood you need to visit your healthcare provider. So in regards to the title of today, where it's all about your wellness care or health care, understanding your astrological makeup is going to play a huge part to helping you really become aware, attuned, and connected with your intuition to better understanding how these planets play with you, how you utilize this energy with your planets, how do you play into that energy. So paying attention to that information, paying attention to everything I've shared today, paying attention that we have 4 planets in retrograde. Again, those planets, Saturn, which is about your structure and your discipline. Are you disciplined to take care of your body? Remembering we do have Mercury in retrograde, which is going to help you review your routine so you can get disciplined. We have Neptune, which is about your higher consciousness, becoming more aware and attuned to your spiritual evolution. We have Pluto, which is about your vision, the vision you hold for yourself and the transformation you're undergoing. And then we also have Chiron in retrograde. Chiron is our asteroid. Chiron is the wounded healer. The things that are deep rooted here in that needs our attention. And when we can better understand our astrological makeup, we can literally have our wellness in our own hand and become the stronger, healthy version of ourselves. So as usual, if I've said anything that has resonated with you today, I would love to hear from you. I would love to know all about you. I would love to learn more about you, taking a look at your astrological chart so you and I can take a deep dive into discovering who you are from a soul level. After all, you're a spiritual being having multiple human experiences. And that's all they are. They're human experiences. These experiences are here to help you discover and learn more about who you are, coming away from the conventional way of doing things and really revolutionizing your health, your fitness, your nutrition, and your wellness prescription plan. After all, isn't that the way of going about it? So you can have wellness care in your own hand and not be so concerned about healthcare. So again, if I've said anything that's resonating and you would like to have a conversation with me so we could take a deep dive into your astrological makeup, please go ahead and email healingwithin76@gmail.com, or when that little flyer pops up, you can scan that QR code and schedule a meeting with me so you and I can have a conversation and discover who you are from the soul level and get in front of that Jupiter Gemini energy. When we think about Jupiter and Gemini energy, I want to leave one more planet with you. And that planet is Mars. Mars, the planet of action, the planet of fire, the planet of leadership, the planet of the warrior within you. Also sitting in Gemini from July 20th through September 4th. So you do have that fire within you to take some action, to make a difference, to shift things, to put yourself on the top of your list, to make yourself a priority. After all, this Mercury retrograde is definitely going to get things going for you. So I'm going to leave you there as we're going to take another quick commercial break. I'm going to come back and share some promos that a lot of my partners have for you and mine. And whatever holds true for you, feel free to take them. And whatever doesn't, you can leave it on the side. So let's take that quick commercial break, and I'll be right back.
Did you know that retrograde season is a great time to review your health, fitness, wellness, and nutritional goals? Hello, I'm Reverend Joanne Angel Barry Cologne, the founder of Holistic Fitness located in Queens. I help women over 40 get strong and remind them that weights are their friend. I'm a certified and licensed holistic personal trainer and have been in the health, fitness, and wellness industry for 40 plus years. In the last 15 years, I have implemented many healing modalities into my practice. What does this mean for you? It means you're getting a revolutionized health, fitness, wellness, and nutritional prescription plan with you in mind. I'm a Reiki master, medical astrologer, master of numerology, card creator, and card reader. For more information, email healingwithin76@gmail.com. I do look forward to helping you revolutionize your health, fitness, wellness, and nutritional goals.
Hello and welcome back to Joanne's Healing Within. I'm your host, Joanne Angel Barry Cologne. We are at the final hour of the show, literally 10 minutes left to go. And before I dive into the promos for the day, what I would like to mention, I was reading the comments and I see that Anne has mentioned that since she's been watching my show regularly, her health has improved. So that makes me really excited to know that just by watching the show, just by taking notes and implementing small little changes, things can really happen to make you a healthy version of yourself. So just like Anne, I would like you as well to become a healthy, stronger version of you. So whatever I can do and what I can say to help you to do that, I'm honored to do just that. Another thing I want to bring to my bio, something that you may or may not know about me. In addition to everything I said that I do, I'm also a former competitive natural bodybuilder, which means I have transformed my body more times than I can count, and I've done the same with many other women as well, which is why I so know the conventional aspects of health, fitness, nutrition, and wellness isn't really aligned with me anymore. Which means if it's not aligned with me anymore, there's so many of you out there it's not aligned with you neither. Which is why this revolutionized approach is right here for you to help you transform your mindset. Because that's where it all starts. Once you can transform your mindset, everything is possible. So with all of that being said, let me go ahead and talk to you about our promos. We have Jill Monkman, who is our who offers spirit messages and energy insights. And feel free. Oh, I didn't realize I didn't crop that. Excuse me for that mistake there. My. Anyway, you can grab this information. Sort of threw me off track there. All right. This Mercury retrograde is really getting the best of me. You can meet with him on Tuesdays. His event is going to be starting back up tomorrow night. So feel free to grab that information. It's definitely worthwhile. Then we have All About the Woo. All About the Woo. All right, we'll put up Words of Wisdom first. So that takes place the third Monday, and it's exactly what it said. It's Words of Wisdom. So if you are looking to transform your words from using, let's say, lower dense words to higher dense words, this is definitely a group you want to get into and meet monthly. Our next one is All About the Woo. There you go. I will be speaking, and this will be taking place as of tomorrow. My topic, as usual, revolutionize health, fitness, and wellness. If you are interested in attending, please reach out to me. Last but not least, Full Moon Circle. This happens every month, and it happens on Wednesday, August 21st, this Wednesday. In Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I try to schedule the Full Moon Circle as close as possible to the actual event in itself, and I do it during the weekday. This way, more of you can attend. So if you are interested in attending the circle, please reach out to me so you can reserve your spot. All that being said, I know there was a lot to take in for tonight. Please come back and review your notes if you took any. If you haven't taken any notes just yet, come back and rewatch it. Take some notes. If you have any questions, any comments, and if you'd like to schedule that self-growth discovery session so you and I could take a deeper dive into your soul's astrological makeup, let's do that. We'll bring up that flyer one last time. If you want to scan that QR code or email healingwithin76@gmail.com, please feel free to. And before we go, I just want to see if there's any other messages that I have here. All right. Thank you, Anne, so much for being with me tonight. As usual, I appreciate your time. And anybody else who's here watching, I appreciate you as well. Until next month, the first Monday of the month, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be back with another topic. Until then, have yourself an amazing night. Bye-bye for now.